Hey everyone, Camian Larson, Home Design and Renovation Coach here in beautiful Oregon City, Oregon. Today I'm here to talk to you about inspiration. So where do you find inspiration for your home? You probably go to the internet, don't you? It's not like back in the day when what we had to do was just buy a bunch of magazines and hope that there was at least a couple pictures in there that inspired us in something we would actually do in our homes that wasn't totally out of range, either for cost or appropriateness for the rest of our house, any number of things. So now it's very exciting that we have so many options online. And of course, there's Pinterest. Everybody knows about that. Maybe you know how to use it well, maybe you don't. But if you don't, go ahead and take some time to check out Pinterest. You do have to have an account, and you can start saving to what are called boards. So you can pin images, you could do searches on all different types of things and start accumulating photos of what you like. My favorite resource is something called Houzz, Houzz. So if you haven't been on Houzz before, it's a pretty amazing site. It was actually designed by a couple who were looking to build a new home, and they couldn't find a good way to collect pictures online, so they decided to create something. And so the rule is that all the photos that are submitted have to be about residential projects. There's no commercial allowed on there. And so anybody in the business, whether they're a supplier, a contractor, a designer, a kitchen bath person, anybody in the industry who is actually servicing homeowners can actually submit photos. And then homeowners can go on there, create what's called an idea book. It's essentially a virtual photo album. And you can start collecting photos, and you can put them into categories depending on what you're looking for. And what I suggest is that in your idea books and with your photos, you actually put down comments. Sometimes what I've done is I start collecting a bunch of photos, I get on a roll, and I don't put comments on it, and then I look back at them later and I can't remember what I was so into, and it may have been just a detail. It may have just been the flooring or a certain light fixture or a color. And if I don't remember later, then it's just, I'm totally confused. So I suggest that you put little comments about what it is that you like. And here's the reason. This is a visual industry. Designing your home and working with products and creating a space is very visual. And so you want to have visual reinforcement, visual ideas for communicating, not just with your spouse, but potentially anybody you're working with, whether it's a designer, whether it's a contractor, whether it's a vendor. So I suggest that you get the app too if you are into that. I think the app functions a little bit differently than the website does. But what you can do then is you can bring your iPad or your phone or something like that when you go into vendors and you're interviewing and working with different people in the industry, and actually show them what you're talking about. You don't just have to try and describe it, you can actually show them. So Pinterest and Houzz are great resources online, but let's not discount the places that you can see in person. So you can also go to lots of great local showrooms. There is nothing like picking up a product, feeling it, really seeing the detail, seeing the color not on a screen. So I highly recommend that you go search out some of your local vendors, talk to them, get some advice, feel those products, see what resonates with you, take some notes, take some pictures, save those ideas. Okay, so that's another one. You can also go to open houses, and you can go to home shows. There are still some really great things happening at home shows. Find out what's happening in your area. Go check those out. So those are all some really great places to get some ideas. And of course, there are still magazines, and magazines are still wonderful to look through, especially if you know of a magazine that really reflects your style and you know that you can find a lot of great ideas and inspiration for your own project. So I hope you found that helpful. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.